Hey, this is Dylan at GameCollision.com, here to bring you the video review for Gran Turismo 5 Prologue for the PlayStation 3. Gran Turismo 5 is one of the most highly anticipated titles for the PS3, so Polyphony Digital has decided to whet fans' appetites with Prologue.
We came rewinding when I foamed out the mouth while the lights winked at me, and now my shape is kept.
The visuals are stunning and the audio fits great with the game. The gameplay will be very familiar to fans of the series, but for anyone who never got into the GT games, nothing here will change your mind. Usually if you see a game and say, wow, that looks damn good, it probably relies on a strong art style. GT5 Prologue will instead evoke the same reaction with near photorealistic graphics. The cars, the tracks, and even the menus look fantastic. Granted, there's some mild screen tearing and the visuals can look a little lackluster on some of the tracks. All is forgiven, however, when you're driving at 100 miles per hour on the Daytona Speedway with cars in your rearview mirror. If you want to get the full visual immersion out of Prologue, then the in-car view is the only way to go. The third-person perspective is not nearly as realistic or exhilarating. Aside from the great visuals, Prologue's audio does a fantastic job of drawing you in. The engine sounds are unique to each car and the music is simply outstanding. I found myself liking songs I never usually care for, and each song on the soundtrack fits perfectly with the vibe of the game. Also, some of the sound effects actually affect gameplay. Take drafting for instance. If you're behind a car, you can listen for the wind to line up a perfect draft. Speaking of gameplay, Prologue offers the same great Gran Turismo experience fans have come to expect. All the cars feel distinct, and all the tracks are great. It's just too bad there's a limited selection of each by GT standards. The racing itself retains the great GT feel you can't help but appreciate. However, if you're a fan of arcade-style racers and the racing simulators like Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsports have never interested you, Prologue will be no different. You won't be drifting corners at 150 miles per hour or seeing your car smashed into pieces. There are many differences this time around that GT fans are bound to notice. First off, the license system has been removed and you can now jump right into the events. Events are broken up into 4 classes, C, B, A, and S, each getting harder and harder. You'll have to complete 10 events in each class ranging from simple races to time trials. You earn credits for every event that you participate in, and you can use those credits to buy new cars. Since some cars cost over 1 million credits, you're going to be replaying many events again and again. Luckily, playing those events is always fun thanks to the way each car handles and just the overall feel of the game. You really feel accomplished after each race, and passing up the leader for the pole position feels very rewarding. A major complaint from previous iterations of the series has also been addressed. The AI of the opponent cars actually recognize where the player is on the track now, which adds a lot to the realism. To add to the game's longevity, online play has been included, but unfortunately it's not on par with other online racers. Lag often ruins the fun, and it's quite shallow in terms of what players can participate in together. If you want the best possible experience out of Prologue, I suggest using the Logitech Driving Force GT, a steering wheel peripheral made specifically for Gran Turismo. It adds much in terms of fun factor and realism. If you don't want to dish out the extra cash, then you might want to get the DualShock 3 instead. The rumble support for GT5P is fantastic and it adds a lot to the experience. If you've been a fan of the GT series, then Prologue is a no-brainer. If you never liked the franchise, then this definitely isn't for you. If this were a full-price $60 purchase, it would be harder to recommend, but at a $40 price tag, fans would get their money's worth. I give Gran Turismo 5 Prologue an 8.7 out of 10. Check out GameCollision.com for the full written review.